Okay, yeah. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work. This'll do nicely. This'll do just fine. And we get to show off how good Nero Bride is, which makes me happy. You know? For real this time, yeah. And if it does, I mean, the plug suit thing is a 15-turn cooldown, but that's actually not bad if we do go on that long, because bringing Nero Bride back is always good. You know, extra NP gain, extra attack, and the Sky Power mod that's actually good in this fight. Which, I didn't realize for a fat minute that these guys were deities until I was talking to a friend. I was like, oh, they have divinity. I was like, that's crazy. And he's like, yeah, it's like the god of luck. And I just had no idea. I was completely clueless. Okay, we have some arts cards in the open. That's good. That's good. That's what we like to see. All right, plug. So you got to make sure I don't get rid of Castoria. That would be really unfortunate. And especially because my Tamamo skills aren't the best, we do want to be firing our skills whenever possible to get them at the lowest possible cooldown. And now I will not mess up and give Tamamo the arts buzz because we shifted Da Vinci into the middle slot. And then just go ahead and give us these. Get these on cooldown. The dodge, I don't think... Terrible voice crack there. Oh, jeez. But the dodge I'm not as concerned with being on cooldown because it already has a 4-turn cooldown. I guess 5 technically for this one because there's a skill 9. But I'm really excited to test this out. Da Vinci Rider's a servant that I really want for myself just because I love doing art setups so much. And she's so tailor-made to make setups like this so good. Look at all that NP we just got for free. For literally doing nothing. Crazy. And then Prisma Cosmos comes in and we're back in action. We're literally chilling. These maids don't have break bars. I thought the wiki page said they had a 150k break bar. Oh, that's strange. Tis a bit odd. Ah, I remember from the golden days. You always want to fire Tamamo's NP last because everybody uses their NP first and then Tamamo on her overcharge refunds them. I remember when I first learned that when I was starting with FGO, I just felt like my brain was so big. I was like, dude, no way. You're telling me that, like, I can get extra NP back? I miss the simple days of FGO, man. I miss when finding out little simple things like that was the craziest thing. You know, figuring out the card in the last slot. It gets the most value for, you know, if it's a quick card, a buster card, an arts card. It's like, what? Yes, my Tamamo NP that I didn't use since the golden age of FGO. But that is what it is, right? It's like, yes, I haven't used this NP since the Heian era. Funny enough, I did rag on her NP a little bit when I was doing the last review for her. I was like, oh yeah, you go for NP2. Ooh, 25k heal. Ooh, what a big deal. But mine is NP2, so I actually do get that 25k heal. I don't remember what banner I was summoning on, but I do remember that... Wait a minute. Oh wait, no, they're permanently charmed. I don't know why I'm concerned with that. But I got her with my free 5-star ticket because I already had Waver, which, funny enough, I summoned for Waver when he came up for Excel Order, and then randomly got him a couple months later, so I was kind of upset but also happy about that because I'm like, well, technically it's a good pull, but, you know, I don't need Waver anymore. And the same thing happened with Tamamo. I picked her up with a ticket, and then I pulled her on a random banner. I don't think I can contain myself much longer. It just sounds crazy. You know, we call this the long version, but we're still moving pretty swimmingly. We're still moving pretty nice. Okay. Nah, we'll just do normally. I don't want to overcharge so I can get the extra solemn defense hits. Did I not use... Were my skills available and I didn't use them? No. Da Vinci's was coming back. Surely I did not make such a simple mistake. Surely I didn't do that. Something that dumb. Surely, right? Wait, they removed their charm buff. Uh-oh. Mine was 30 turns and a lot of luck. It doesn't take that long. We'll be fine. Well, that is because we were able to find an NP3 Dicockton over there. Yeah, Tamamo's NP is really sick. This is a very, very nice NP. It is a bit unfortunate, though, that since Castoria is out, Tamamo definitely gets a lot less love. I mean, I remember one of the setups I really liked from back in the day was the OG Tamamo waiver plus insert your favorite arts unit of choice. I remember that was one of my favorite ones. I was like, that's really sick. Like, this is a really cool NP, man. And a really cool team comp. I think Vlad was really popular as an option. But I didn't get Vlad until recently. I mean, I could do that to give Castoria the NP, but I don't think it really matters that much. But it gives us the NP gain, why not? I tried to solo this quest with Bazette, but just managed to break the first bar. I imagine she... Well, no, it's probably doable. I don't think it's impossible. It sounds pretty doable. Okay, unfortunately, we don't want to use Castoria's NP right now, because... there's no point. There is no point to using it. That's I guess the only unfortunate thing about Castoria is that sometimes in Arts Chains, she's a little awkward because her NP's really good, but it's not as spammable as some other supports. Like Merlin Tamamo, whenever you have their NP, you can fire it. Waver's kind of like Castoria, where you would like to save it or when the enemy has a tick of charge, so you can really make the best use out of it or whatever. But it's still pretty spammable. You can just spam it because, you know, you're stunning them, you're getting damage over time for free, you're lowering their defense still. Like, you're doing a lot of very good things. That's the only unfortunate thing. Can you imagine if they ever made the Solemn Defense stackable? You know how crazy that would be? You know how nuts that would be? I got Vlad on JP after getting NP3 Zertoria. I'll never use him. See, I think I have both on JP. I just like Galatea a bit more. It's not that I dislike Vlad. I think Vlad is a cool guy. But unfortunately, Galatea is just adorable. They have refused to hit my Castoria. They refuse to hit her. Which, I don't think is necessarily bad. I don't want Castoria getting beat up. But now I'm going to feel bad, because I am going to do this. I want to keep my other guys protected. Yeah, give me the 2 hits of Solemn. Yeah, give me them 2 hits. Santa Castoria will have that. Dude, that sounds disgusting. Stackable Solemn Defense. I mean, but we're not that far off from it. Alice already does that, technically. Her 3rd skill functions like Solemn Defense, but it can't be removed. So we're already getting a creep on Solemn Defense, bro. Which is ridiculous, because it started off like, okay, Castoria's is balanced at its hit base, so if you really want to protect yourself, you gotta go for specific comps that allow you to get her to higher overcharge levels, so that way it's a bit more balanced. But then, we started getting Kukulkan, and now Aoko, who just, for free, gets Solemn Defense as invincibility, which is ridiculous. On top of, you know, their supports already being able to give them invincibility, and then they also have their own invul buff, which is crazy. It's disgusting. And then now we have unremovable Solemn Defense. The one weakness of Solemn Defense is that you can remove it. Now it's not. It's been crept. Ridiculous. Why do they have 5 million HP? Okay, because they keep losing HP the more that they summon these guys. You guys are 2 turns away from being able to blast me again. I don't much like that. But we should be able to get a Castoria NP next turn, I believe. Worst case scenario, they are lowering our cooldown on our NPs and stuff right now. or not our NPs, but our master skills. Worst case scenario, we could just plug suit back in the Nero Bride for that instant access. Did you give yourself a tick of NP? That is very rude. I don't much appreciate that. Bro, I feel like I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With how many, like, back and forths there just were, where they were just like, yeah, I'm gonna apply this, and then I'm gonna apply this. I'm like, bro, what? Am I playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now? What is going on? How many hits do we still have? We have 1 for 1 turn. We have 2 left for 1 turn, so those are going to expire. That's a bit unfortunate, but I don't want my Castoria to die. So we're just gonna ball out on that. We'll do this, though, because then Castoria will give herself 2. And then the Daikokten mice should go ahead and use their NP first, so then everybody else is fine. And then we're chilling. Although, I wouldn't be surprised if their attack was quote-unquote low enough that it does no damage to us. There have been some goofy bosses like that in the past, that their attack is just so low that it's like, oh wait, I forgot I could just face tank this. Although I imagine they're probably still chilling. What's their level, actually? 80? Yeah, probably. It probably still would take us out. Maybe Tamamo could tank it if she has her defensive up. Not the double defense, because with the double defense, I think she'd be fine. But with the singular defense, skill level 4, probably not. It would be cool if they buffed Herc with a special evade that prevents death. Okay, but that wouldn't help him because he wants his guts to proc. He wants his guts to proc. What would be really good for Herc is if they gave him another guts buff. Like, why don't we just, you know, let the guy have his 12 guts. Give him the 12 labors. Hook a man up with the 12 labors. Uh-oh. Da Vinci, you're getting a little low. How long does the evade last? No, but like it's one time, but how long does it last? Let me check. If it's 3 turns, I'll pop it as an extra little bit of insurance just to have it. Oh, it's permanent. Oh, okay. I should have popped this ages ago. But my my buster pilled brain was only thinking about the potential crit that I could do in a few turns. It's like maybe I could do some big crits. Look how awkward this is now, because they're attacking random people. Now Castoria has solid defense and they don't. It's so awkward. I'm going to take the 2, actually. I mean, we have the invincibility this turn, so it doesn't matter. Make his skill proc on death. Oh, so you mean he comes back after his last guts has been expunged and he gets an extra evasion? That sounds like a coding nightmare for them to try to do. The rats don't know how to take out this team. Slap a guts on his NP. You know what? That actually wouldn't be that bad, because it's not like Herc is spamming his NP enough for that to be problematic, but he does do it enough that getting the extra stackable guts every now and then would be kind of nice. Like getting that extra guts like every other turn, or every 2 turns even, could be very nice. I mean, you guys, because I don't have her. I don't have Alice either. I also don't have Alka. We tried earlier today, and it just did not work out. Definitely wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. I was over here being like, yeah, we could even sub back in Nero Bride and use the skill again. But now we're just getting to the point of, we might just take him out without getting Nero Bride back. If they're still alive next turn, we'll bring Nero Bride back in, I guess. Thank you. Thank you to Mamo for being a good wife. Doing the CQ, I used Tai Sui for it. I'm not using that bum Tai Sui. Okay, let me not call him a bum. Let me not be mean. I'm just a little frustrated with him because I actually didn't even do his video on NA. That is a fault on my part. No, we can't even plug it in Neo Bride. But I was gonna do his video, but then I was over on JP. I leveled him up and everything. I was like, okay, I gotta level up his skills and everything. Let's bring him to like caster dailies, because that's always a beginning start, right? You know, if we could farm casters, you know, that's the warm up. But my boy was struggling with that, and I was like, man, I'd rather talk about something else. I'd rather talk about something else. I can't be bothered. Well, look, the CQ is super easy. You just bring a friend and hopefully have supports. See, this is why I think Zhu Fu will be really good when she comes out, because videos like this, I think, are really good to being like, oh, see, you don't need to have the specific DPS. Take advantage of your friend's support and bring your own, like, whatever supports you have to support that friend that can beat the challenge quest for you. But so not everybody has Castoria. But, you know, if you can start getting to the point where Zhu Fu comes out, Zhu Fu kind of does a lot for teams like this. Although you're still kind of lacking in survivability whenever the AoE NP does come in, but maybe you can just sub in Waver for Tamamo, and you just hopefully keep spamming down the enemy's NP. You keep them suppressed. But Zhu Fu, I really, really like that whenever she comes out, she makes stuff like this a lot easier. She also has, like, negative team cost, so she's great for that as well.